So we're at X Takeover, one of the biggest meetups on like the California area. We've got like modified Model 3s, Cybertrucks and everything. And we are here before the show actually starts to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, because the Cybertruck community, or people that are like modifying Cybertrucks and everything, they go a little insane. And so I'm going to show you like 50 Cybertrucks, I feel like, in today's video. All different types of builds and crazy modifications, and let's just see which one I guess is the craziest. And you guys might be surprised at the end of this to see what they've actually done with these Cybertrucks. So of course there is a like Cybertruck row right here. We've got, I mean, take a look at this one, a massive camper. Massive camper.
Am I interrupting your video?
No, you're not actually.
I don't want to interrupt your video. I really want you to do what you do because I love what you do, man.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, great.
So we can see there's plenty of Cybertruck here. If you guys don't know who that is, that was Joe with Tesla owners San Joaquin Valley. He also has a Cybertruck as well. As we interviewed him on one of the previous videos. But we can see from first glance, this is a black satin wrap Cybertruck. You've got this massive camper in the back here, which, I mean, really roomy, which I feel like I could sleep in this and be comfortable. We've got a solar panel in the front. This is like a newer thing that people are doing now, but very cool to see this being integrated on the front. Right here, we've got a orange one. I think that's the Urander kit with a tint on top. And then we've got another camper over here. I guess I do wonder how many campers are like on like Tesla Cybertrucks these days. Like how many different kits are there? We've got another wrap right here, which is like the Africa. Why Africa? Oh, okay, I like the plate there. You can see they get very, very, very creative. Here's another carbon fiber-esque type of wrap. We got the OEM light bar at the top plus the roof racks. And ooh, interesting, look at this color scheme. It's like a green purple type of scheme here, and this also is a beast. We can tell because of the light bar on the back here. A couple other Cybertrucks over here to the right side. I mean, you can see the build is pretty insane with all the different modifications. Ooh, take a look at this IceCo type of fridge in the front. You can see it fits perfectly, and I think he's wired it somehow to the back, which is nice. I've been looking at fridges and I kind of want to put one in the back seat, but the front could make a lot of sense as well. We got a license plate bada bing, which is good. And then we've got a backdoor grill right here, or back end grill with I guess it like folds or slides right in, which is pretty nice, with a bunch of different tools up here. You can see the fishing rods with a case. Actually, that's pretty slick, because you can see the wires, or not the wires, the fishing pole rods don't get affected because it's got its own tube up there and everything. And I mean, the amount of Cybertrucks is pretty insane here, and you can see all of the different modifications and everything. So you can see a lot of them. We got another Urander tent. This one seems pretty slick. I mean, with the cage on the back and then the top side and everything. And then another, ooh, a different light bar with also, I think, a Urander kit, and of course, Robotaxi on the side. We got another wrap here. This is like that lava type of wrap, and this is a beast because we can tell there is a light bar. And you can see how many different Cybertrucks are here, all compacted and everything. And I guess I need to figure out a good picture for like the most craziest, or like a good thumbnail, but this is just the beginning because there's plenty of Cybertrucks in the backside, which we'll get to in a little bit. But taking a look at this one, we can see we've got more fridges and microwaves, and I think this one goes to show how cool this one is. I mean, the slick look with everything here. Maybe this is a cool thumbnail. This is actually our friend as well, Aaron, with the tent on top. But I mean, I think the winner so far in terms of most craziest is maybe that orange one over there, or maybe the one with the fishing pole, because that seems to be the most utilization of like structure and everything for something that you could use on a weekend basis. And we've got the Halo build right here with the bumper in the front with the wheels, and then of course greatest awaits UNCS for the Halo picture and everything. And then, ooh, interesting wrap on this one. They get very, very creative with the wraps, but this one is a Cyber Beast because you can tell it also has a light bar, and then we've got the wolf in the back as well. We've got some barbecuing over here. Nice hanging out. Ooh, this is a cool little tent setup because you can see it kind of retracts to the back right there, and maybe it just kind of lives up there when you're driving, which is nice. And then we've got like a white one right here, and then this is actually Joe's, who yelled at us earlier. You can see he's got the crazy wheels on the side and everything. Here's a black one, and now we get into the modified Tesla area. Oh, but wait, before we get into here, because there's one right here that's armored, there is also this one right here. This one is actually John's, the CEO of Tesla Owners Silicon Valley. You can see we've got the wheels, Unplugged Performance wheels, tent on the top, light bar, and a massive tent on the top at that. And this is a pretty interesting tent because it's kind of like more of like a shade. I guess like you can zip up all the different windows so that you can be fully enclosed and everything. But that's pretty much like the customer's Cybertrucks, or like, I guess everybody is a customer or an owner. Let's head on over to some of the booths of the companies and see what type of Cybertrucks are in those areas as well. So we've got a Cyber mirrored armor truck, I guess, and then we got Gerardo's truck, which you guys see in Cyber Odyssey if you've been following Cybertrucks. He goes pretty crazy with the Cybertruck builds and off-roading. And here's Craig's truck. Of course, we got some Unplugged Performance parts and this crazy radical type of lift on the back where we've got this Sierra type of vehicle on the back as well. Pretty crazy to see. And this is definitely one of my most favorite wraps because it's got the Doge Shiba, which I really love actually. This is actually with the Tez Plus team, and you can see the wrap is pretty crazy and everything. So I guess we've got like another type of camper here. This one's called the Hot Mobile. It sits on top of the back here, and of course another tree wrap or nature type of wrap, which, I mean, that's really the theme with wraps. It's either gonna be a natural type of color or some sort of animal. So the one thing I realized that this was actually, or I didn't realize, is that this is a magnetic wrap, a reusable magnetic wrap that's on this Cybertruck. And you don't really can't tell from first glance, but when you get up close to it, you can see that some of these pieces are very easy to remove. And talking to the team at Cybertruck Covers, there's a lot of use cases with this. Like, I could easily see kids getting pretty crazy over this for like holidays, or if you've got like a favorite sports team or something, you could throw on something for like a tailgate. But I think the biggest thing to me is going to be the backside cover and the front side cover. And here's why. If you have a vinyl wrap on the Cybertruck, what's going to happen when you're doing some daily drove road trips is that the rocks are going to scratch through your vinyl or do like rock chips. Even if you have like PPF, it's going to happen as well, especially if you're doing any sort of road trips or off-roading trips. So the fact that this front piece is removable and you can throw it on at any time to protect, I mean, just take a look at this. Look at all these bugs on the front here and all the protectant it's actually doing. So really cool concept. And so definitely check out Cybertruck Covers if you're looking to get a set for yourself. And this is a crazy setup. And what's really cool with this is I've been looking for some sort of setup like this for the Cybertruck. This is called their Batwing from Urander. And the reason why is because if you're outdoors with your Cybertruck, you're going to be in the sun a lot. So having some sort of protection like this is going to be really nice. And this is their new Urander kit with windows, which is really cool to see as well. And lastly, we've got our Unplugged Performance wheel setup on our Cybertruck. We've also got the Flexi Shield wrap color right here in the Shockwave color. I think it came out fantastic, and Unplugged Performance came up with not just one Cybertruck but two other Cybertrucks as well, because they wanted to debut their Cyber Spoke wheel. Here it is in person with the satin titanium, and then also we've got it in the black on their Invincible truck right here, which is in satin black as well, but very cool to see. But other things that Unplugged Performance brought was their police vehicle, which is really cool, Red Rocket, their Model 3, and lastly, their Model Y Juniper, their new refresh one on the efficiency wheels that are really cool to see. And we're asking some stats because they drove it up here from Los Angeles. This actually got 250 watt-hours per mile with a full trunk bed of everything that they brought up here. So really cool to see the efficiency of these new ones, and they look badass. And if you think that's pretty high, don't forget that this is a 20-inch wheel as well. And so 20-inch wheels is not going to be as efficient as like a 19-inch with like the Proton wheels or anything like that. And it looks really good.